All right, what's up, you guys? UFO Proof here, and I was just doing a live event with my broadcaster, but everyone's insisted that we do the UFO hangouts. So of course, you know, I'm here for you guys. So if that's what you guys want, well, then that's what we're going to fucking do. God damn it! All right, so let me pass out this link for everybody in the comment section on YouTube. So please come and join. All the people who said you were going to join, if you ditch out me now, I'm going to be pissed. All right, here we go. Here is the link. Booyah. All right, you fuckers, get on here. All right, so now we're just kind of waiting for everybody. We were discussing my awesome camera that I got from my main man, Snooch. Which fucking rocks. But now we're on Google Hangouts, and so you don't get to see the awesomeness of the camera. But yeah, what up, Robert?
Hey, your screen ain't playing no graphics. You know that, right?
Yes, I know. I'm on Hangouts now.
It won't do that during that hangout.
No, it's funny because they actually used to. You used to be able to do all kinds of cool little graphics. You could wear like little head masks and shit, and they fucking got rid of it for some reason. I'm not sure why, dude. It was fucking awesome. But the last thing I was broadcasting through was my XSplit broadcaster, and you know, it's for like gamers and shit. Even though I'm not a gamer, I got it because, you know, I make little videos and all this cool shit. So, you know.
Oh, dude, that video last night, I was splitting my guts, dude. Maybe it's a fucking balloon. I was like, fuck.
Dude, that was how my channel started, was with those videos, dude. Those were my first videos, and I had I deleted them in fear of getting more strikes. And because I had 2 strikes at one time, and one more strike would have shut my channel down. And so I'm like, dude, I got to get rid of all my fucking controversial videos. And so I got rid of them all, and now I'm down to no strikes. I got 0 strikes. So I figured at the very least, hey man, I could still get 2 more and I'm okay, you know. So I have to fucking put the videos back up so everyone can see them, you know.
It's just the way that you would yell at them and shit. It was hilarious, dude.
Everyone.
I don't know. Maybe it's a fucking tether. Maybe
it's got a tether on it, you idiot. That they really pissed me off, dude.
You sounded it, and it was funny as fuck to hear.
Yeah, dude, that was yeah, I felt so sad when I had to get rid of that shit, dude. You know, it was heartbreaking, but I'm like, man, I gotta do it if I want to keep the channel. But now everything's cool, I'm all legit, so I'm like, you know, there's a bunch of videos like that I gotta put back up. Like, I literally deleted 60 fucking videos, man. So
it was funny as hell, man.
Hell yeah, dude. I got a lot of funny ones that had to go, dude, and so I'm gonna put those all back up, man.
Believe it. I couldn't believe it, dude. I was like, I started off with like just like a real quick comment because I started watching it, so I was just like right on, you know. That was like my basic comment. Then I had to go back and edit it just to say that I was laughing so fucking hard, dude. Like my wife was like looking at me like I was crazy because I had my fucking wireless headphones. Yeah, dude, and I'm like sitting in the bed, you know, like watching, and I just be busting out laughing, dude.
Excellent, dude. I've succeeded in my job. Excellent.
Yeah, bro.
Where the fuck is everybody else, dude? I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that Scott gave us a fucking a super chat, man. I didn't even fucking see that, dude, until I ended the video waiting for him.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like woohoo super chat, but
yeah, dude, I didn't even fucking.
He wanted to hang out.
Oh, I know, dude. I didn't even notice that shit. Like on my XSplits, it's supposed to pop up and show me that I had a super chat, but it fucking didn't for some reason, dude. You know, and I saw it chat, but yeah, I'm like, I didn't see it on there, so I was like, I wasn't sure what you meant by it. I was like, I'm not sure what he means. Is like, you know, that he sees the super chat available or what, you know? Hey, there we are. What up, Scott?
Hey, hello there.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
This channel, man. I searched it, like I tried even misspelling it and everything, dude, and fucking it doesn't show up in YouTube search results.
No, it's hard to find his channel on YouTube search, man. For
There's
you,
one other channel. There's one other channel called Orchestrated Madness, typed the correct way, but it's joined together, and he's got like 4 or 5 videos or whatever. And I thought it was you at first, so I was like, okay, cool. I subbed, you know, and I started, and it's some music fucking shit, and I was like, wait, this ain't him, man. So I unsubbed from it, and I tried for like a good 30 minutes, man. Could not find your fucking channel.
yeah, mine's a profile pic. Did you use the filters? It's the moon in the
Dude,
profile
I
pic.
just go off my phone, dude. Whatever my phone spits out. Like, I'm rarely on the laptop for YouTube. When I'm on a laptop, it's
not doing.
Yeah, the phone is
when
in
it
the
comes to
corner.
YouTube, I'm on the phone. But I got the up-to-date apps of YouTube. You know what I mean? My phone's up to date. But yeah, it fucking couldn't find it, man. But somebody sent me the link, so I'll check it out. I went over to
Well, the names together.
I went to Jack's
I just went and looked. I've never even.
I went over to Jax's channel, Paranormal, whatever. There,
Underworld.
I stuck to him too. But yeah, I couldn't find yours though.
Yeah, no. I just went and looked for mine because I'd never even looked for it, and I was having trouble finding it. So then I used the filters, and I found it actually pretty quick.
Yeah, but that's all
it's actually together.
You know about it, and some of the people that are here know about it, and now they'll know to use filters. But I'm talking like for just a general fucking.
Oh yeah, no.
General public,
if you just type in the name, that shit won't come up.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe you got to keyword it somehow or something. I don't know how that works, but just a suggestion.
Well, what I was saying in the live chat is if you put in UFO emitting blue light, then it'll pop up right away.
Well, that's cool for us 5 or 6 people, but you know what I mean. You want to get that exposure. You know? Like never in my life have I sat down, man. Let me see if I can find a fucking video of a UFO emitting a blue light. You know what I mean? You know, like, but.
I'm gonna say, you know what? I think I've actually typed that in before. I think I've actually looked that up before. Like I've looked up like UFOs emitting fucking like green lights or red lights, or I'll look up like Nevada UFO fucking emits lasers and like just the weird.
That was probably one of those times you were really high, deleting everybody's emails.
What the fuck is Scott doing, dude? In his fucking face. Shit, dude. What's up, Scott? How you doing, buddy?
Read the chat, Kyle. Can you hear me? Can you hear me,
what is it, like fucking almost 6 o'clock in the morning for you, ain't it, Kyle?
Yeah, no, it's 10 till 6, man. For Scott, dude, it's like fucking 8 o'clock in the morning, right?
Have you been up since the last stream or what?
Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, went to bed yet, man. Well, see, you know, I do all my shit at night. Like I work at night and everything, you know, and so I sleep in the daytime, you know. So I like the night too. I like the night too. But yeah, I went to bed, but I woke up, man, with a toothache in the middle of the night. So I've been up and off since like 2 in the morning. So. Dude, that's why doing shit in the daytime is so fucking hard for people. Where it's like, how come you don't do like live streams in the daytime and early and shit like that? And I'm like, I'm fucking asleep. I'm like, shit, I got fucking DJ at night and shit, dude. I'm fucking passed out, man. You know.
Hey, man. Even when I lived in Washington, you know, when I was stationed in Washington, you know, I'm so used to living East Coast time. But I mean, like, it's kind of weird. It sounds strange. It's only 3 hours, and it's still on the States. But it is such a different parameter between, like, the West Coast time zone and the East Coast time zone. And so much of the States runs off of the East Coast time zone, you know, not physically, but, like, mentally. And you get off in your own world, man, on the West Coast. I'm telling you, like, there'd be times I'd be calling people and they'd be like, dude, it's like 3 in the morning. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm sorry, man. It's only 12 for me here in Washington. You know what I mean? And I'd often forget, you know.
Hell yeah, dude. So what's going on, Damien? But glad to get your ass on here finally.
Yeah, thank you. First time here. I'm the guy from Switzerland.
You're always on here chat and you never come. This is the first time we got you on the fucking hangout. Finally get to come and join us, huh?
Yeah, first time.
Was it a time difference? Like, when I do it, was it like a bad time for you?
Yeah, it was always in the morning when I go to work, but today I got a day off, so yeah.
Fucking well, good. It worked out perfect.
He's fixed
Sorry?
on that fucking UFO emitting blue light. Fuck, check that out.
It's the first result.
There, so everyone can see. I put you up on big screen, all right, buddy? So everyone can see.
Right on, man. The 5 of us know what to look for. That's awesome.
That's what you look
Exactly.
Yeah,
for, you know.
there you go.
But it's weird. Things is split, but then whenever I had to find myself, I had to put it together. I don't understand that.
It's some people take many
I had
years
to find myself.
themselves.
I was in your predicament. I couldn't even find me.
Yeah.
It was bullshit.
Time to go on a walkabout. Find yourself.
Nah, well, you know, fucking YouTube, if you're not...
Wait until they admit my theory that the pyramids were made of wood. I shit you not, I know they are. Are made of wood.
Where is that?
That's
Where did you see that? Where did you see the wooden pyramid thing?
I don't know. Who's this little kid on there? He's adorable.
That's my progeny.
Oh man, what a cute little boy.
Yeah, my progeny. Thank God he looks like his mom.
Kids are great, man.
Send, hey, Orchestrated Madness, send Reality Shift the link. Dude, dang, man. So Damien, let me ask you,
okay.
First time on here. Have you ever seen a UFO?
Yeah, twice. First time, I'm pretty sure it was a real one. Yeah, I guess a real one. I was about 13 years old, and we were in the car with the whole family. And then my mother said, "Hey, that's a weird white light there in the sky." And it was blue sky, midday, no clouds. And it was just zipping around, like up and down, left, right, then suddenly disappeared, turned left and right, up and down, did this weird geometric
what year?
pattern. Sorry?
What year?
I'm now 30, so it's about 17 years ago, yeah.
So this is far before drones were like a popular thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I've never seen something like this again. No balloon, no drone, no plane, or anything like that. So I'm so sure this was so unreal, and it disappeared for 2 or 3 times and then reappeared, and we saw this thing about 30 seconds. Yeah.
And you saw this with your mom. Your mom actually pointed it out. So you were with
my mom, my dad, my sister. So we all saw it. Yeah.
No shit.
So that was I was too young to understand what that means.
Yeah, you had to go back with it in your mind once you got older and like, oh my God,
it was like 4 years ago. I thought, hey, wait, I could look in the internet if I find something similar. It was hard to find any videos that show. Yeah, I found one. Yeah, from a guy in Slovakia, and yeah, it's a pretty bad recording, but it's the best.
What's it look like? The Slovakia one. Is it black?
No, white. I actually I like to draw, and I actually draw a picture of what it looks like.
Oh, let me see, dude. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a cool painting, man. And is are those red lines supposed to represent that it's zigzagging and stuff?
Yeah. That's a little bit of an art thing of me.
Look at that, you guys.
Pretty trippy, bro.
So that's like his UFO, and it's like the lines like represent the zigzagging of the UFO. That's cool. You wouldn't know that unless he told you the story. That's fucking cool. Otherwise, you just the art.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing seeing that. And since then, it's hard to find facts to believe or not believe. It's hard.
Well, you're filled in a world with
with fakeness, man. You live
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
world
that's so bad. If you search on YouTube, like for UFO sightings in the last month, you find 99% crap. That's
Yeah, dude.
so annoying.
And
That's
that's
so
the
annoying.
sad thing is that UFOs are not a common thing. Like you know how you got these channels that put out a new UFO video every day, and it's like, dude, come on, man. You know, fucking.
Yeah.
I look for quality UFOs. Sometimes I get some crap UFO videos I gotta put up because that's all I got, and it's just a dot of light in a black sky, and it's like, oh well, you know, at least I know it's never fake. I don't put up any fake videos, you know. But a lot of times I just have to make up videos on just whatever the fuck. I gotta make just nothing but skip videos and shit because it's rare to find good fucking UFO videos.
It really is.
Oh yeah.
Thing, you know. I mean, like, think about it. Okay, so let's take like the giant squid. We know it exists, but there are only a few fucking videos of it recorded, and these are recent videos for fucking hundreds of years before. We never fucking had any evidence that they actually existed. You know, we found carcasses of juveniles, so we assumed that adults.
But Kyle, come on, man. The giant squids are the aliens, man.
What's up?
They're aliens. The giant squids, they've been here before us, man.
Well, I'm just saying, you know,
we're the aliens, bro.
You know, we knew that they existed.
Yeah, that's true.
We had no direct
It
evidence.
is true.
We had no evidence proving that they were
It's
here.
their
We had no
planet. We're the
specimens
aliens here.
or anything, but
We
we
are
knew
actually
they
the
must
aliens.
exist.
We
You know,
literally are the aliens of this planet, though. This was their planet. We came here.
for the
Yeah,
giant.
I agree with that.
100%.
They say that our body wasn't designed for this type of planet. But you know what's always concerned me is all these people who've been through all these so many recoveries and all this shit. And I've always said to myself, these things travel whatever distances or dimension or whatever with and are capable of these extraordinary speeds and all these amazing things. And they fucking crash here. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
dude.
maybe once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times, 4 times. But dude, if you really go through like what's like being circulated around, there's like fucking hundreds of them or something. You know, I'm like, Jesus Christ. I guess technology ain't that good. It's safer to fly on a commercial airline. You know what I mean?
Every fucking time I come across a crash retrieval story, all of them are either explainable or fake, or they're completely made up. And I don't actually think that there's probably even one crash and retrieval that
I agree, Kyle. I agree.
That the public knows about. I think if there is any that happened, that we definitely don't know about it, and that these stories are just are random leaked stories, but they are not in fact any of the stories of what we get to hear. Like, these guys are good at covering up their tracks, and these guys, when you're in on a secret, you're not telling anybody because you want it. You're lucky you get to have the secret. You don't want other people to know. You're better than them now. You're above them.
That's right.
You know, if I knew the truth, if I was in the secret government and I knew the truth about UFOs, you think I'd tell any one of you fucks? Hell no, dude. I'm so superior to you guys, okay? Because I know the real truth. God damn it.
But each and every one of them guys that decided to do that, Kyle. Each and every one that decided to do that, Kyle, has died. What's up with all these ufologists and all these people that work with the government, and all these people that were these whistleblowers? Why the fuck are all of them dead? Why the fuck are all of them dying, bro? All the ones that come out with the exposure, the ones that do, they all die, bro. Every one of them.
Well, people just die in general, dude, you know?
I know people die in general.
Look at all the people, every time Third Phase of Moon did an interview with them, how they would drop dead. That's true. I'm making a video about making fun of them, but that's absolutely true. Every time that they would do an interview with someone, they would fucking drop dead. You know, it's just coincidence. People fucking die, I guess, you know?
And then you had these kids in the chat going, oh my God, you're dissing Third Phase of Moon again. Oh my God, you're hating on Blake and Brent.
Okay,
again.
Net TY is bringing up something. He says, read The Day After Roswell. Not a bad read. I actually have the book here. Good Morning, Asia. Hell yeah, Asia, smoky pot. I actually have the book here on The Day After Roswell. You know, it's a very interesting book to read. Okay, do I believe Philip Corso? Fuck no, dude. The dude is full of shit. But I really like the book. I thought the book was an excellent read. You know, I thought it was.
What's that book, Kyle?
And that is The Day After Roswell.
I never read it.
You know? And I mean, the guy, he was high up. He did have a great position in the military, but I just got to say that nothing that he says towards any of the shit that he actually makes the claims to, you know.
But was he involved in all the
aliens? They taught us how to make night vision. We learned how to make night vision from then. No, we fucking did not, man. All right, you know, the guys
did
that
he talk about like how they went out into the field?
So it's just like shit like that, you know. Just
did he talk about how they went out into the field and found all kinds of medallions, war pieces, gun shells, all that shit to prove that that military was there?
You know, like he said, like he was saying, you know, like he really took a lot of stuff that was already known or in the public eye that would pertain to the so-called Roswell event, and he just added to it. And then he said that, well, you know, like there were two crash discs, that these two discs crashed into each other. Well, that's directly out of Stan Friedman's book, and then that's Crash at Corona. You know, and many people don't know that unless you read the book Crash at Corona. You're just talking about you, buddy. We're asking where.
Dude, I always thought it was one disc, bro.
It was who?
I heard of two discs.
Yeah,
living in New Mexico.
Yeah, Stan Friedman brought up in his book. What up, Raphael? Didn't see you there, buddy. He brought up in his book that two discs crashed together, and they actually made like a parallel cut into each other. But however,
really,
Jesse Marcel, who did an interview with Stan Friedman, never claimed to see a disc. Yet Stan Friedman put this in his book, like this was a fact. Hey, what up, Mark? We were talking about you too. We were all asking where the fuck you were, man. So fucking Stooch, now everybody's here, buddy. Stooch and I were like, where the fuck is everybody from the other side of the world? Finally, we fucking got you guys here, man. Butchered that ship and sold it to industry. They call the packages. Yeah, that's what he says in the book, you know. And I'm just like, man, I can go and look up all the people who actually made the stuff, who made fiber optics, who made night vision, who made this stuff. You can just go and look that up. But I just don't understand why he would write that in a book and pretend it was alien technology when he's taking away from the guys who actually invented it, you know? I think that's graceful. I'll tell you what, if I invent fucking night vision and you want to go and say, no, Kyle, you didn't invent it, aliens did it, fuck you, dude. You know?
You know the names of the aliens that invented night vision?
That's what he claimed, man.
No, I'm saying
claimed, you know?
That's also the point I disagree with Richard Dolan. I think he's a pretty good researcher, but in terms of the technology travel, I don't think he's right, yeah.
No, I don't either.
Who's Richard Dolan, man? I thought we were talking about some Stan guy.
Richard Dolan does, I can say, a similar thing. Yeah.
Oh, you guys really do your research on ufology, eh?
Yeah, I like Richard Dolan.
Dude, he does a good Scotty MC, man. I'm just the guy that had my experience.
His book, the National Security State, is an excellent read for anyone who gets into ufology. You wanted to go and check that out. You know, there's another one, Timothy Good. He really does a great job in researching stuff. He, you know, sometimes fucking believes in some shit that might be a little out there, but for the most part, he was an excellent researcher. And I think because he did such a good job, he totally got ignored by the UFO community. And people don't realize, you know, the work and the fucking the shit that he brought to the fucking community, and he just doesn't get recognized for it. You know, he's not
hook up with him, Kyle.
But he really is, you know.
Get in touch with him, Kyle.
You know Timothy Good?
Get him on here, dude. You know that you can do this.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could if I know.
I mean, you got Blake and Brent on here for fuck's sake, bro.
What the fuck is Raphael wearing, dude?
How the hell do you get Blake and Brent on here?
A song.
Blake, come on.
Gallery or something? What the fuck is he wearing, dude? Is Raphael a Men in Black?
Sometimes I want to bitch slap you and Blake and what's his face around here.
Kyle, do you know how
that they fucking
started? I know you guys started talking, but did you see the show that I was on before you guys ended up talking? Did you see the hour-long episode that they had me on?
Get closer to your mic, man.
Dude, did you see the hour-long episode that Blake and Brent had me on Third Phase Moon before you guys actually started to, like, kind of like, you were trying to, like, take him to the good side, like, work it out? Did you see the episode where I was on there?
No, we didn't. I didn't anyway.
Dude,
I
I told them everything that happened in my life and mentioned you several times, and yeah, so yep. I'm just saying.
Well, you know, the thing is that we had been talking to he came onto the channel like even before you came onto the channel, man. Like they came on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so like we had talked to him a couple of times, and we were fucking assholes to him, dude. When they came on, like the first like 3 times, dude, we were so fucking into him, dude. It was like that.
I was too, dude. Like I got influenced off you. I was all about Tyler. I was talking to him on Twitter. I was all about Blake. I was talking to all them guys. I met you. I thought you were an asshole, bro. Not familiar. I was in a huge war, Kyle, when I first met this guy. I fucking hated him. I thought he was a fucking piece of shit.
That's right,
I thought he was just hating on all these popular ufologists, if you will. I thought he was
people
hating on
don't know that,
these guys,
dude.
man. Dude, seriously. And me and Kyle went at it for like weeks, and then out of nowhere, I realized, wow, this motherfucker's actually intelligent. This guy actually had real experiences. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. He showed me the proof of him pretending to be Ken the astronomer. That was Tyler from the security team. I never saw that shit before. And
no, your assumptions before were correct.
Yeah,
I completely became a realist, and here I am.
Yeah, that's funny, dude. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
People don't know that about this on this channel, though. That because Scott, Reality Shift has been such a good friend to this channel for a long time. But when Scott and I first met, we fucking were going off on each other, just mad, talking shit to each other, dude. You know, and fucking and slowly, you know, he would fucking he like started coming over to our side, and like fucking.
I'm not playing.
Was just watching the episodes and watching the fucking hangouts, and I think he's seen some videos, and he was like, after going over some shit, he's like, no, you know what? I think this guy is cool. I think he actually knows what he's talking about. He's like, he's the real deal, you know. And so he fucking switched, and he joined our side, dude, and fucking it's been all cool ever since, man. You know.
Yep.
So, yeah, but people don't know that, but yeah, Scott and I used to fucking hate each other, dude. We were fucking like fighting with each other all the time.
It's true.
Dude. Yeah, absolutely. We became really good friends over it. Now, people don't know Scott and we talk all the time just on, like, before we got on started doing live tonight, Scott and I were on Hangouts just talking to each other. So it's like, people don't know this, but it's like, I don't just talk to these guys on, you know, fucking Hangouts just when we do YouTube, you know. These guys are my friends, and I talk to them personally through my emails and through Hangouts on the phone, through video chats or whatever, just in my spare time. So it's like, we really are friends, and we all really hang out and shit, dude. So it's fucking, well, people don't know that, but it's fucking true, dude.
It's true, man. That's real.
You know? Of the own image the possibilities. Some fucking thing is dancing around in the sky and can move in all directions that defy our understanding of physics. I want to know what these fucking things are. Yeah, fuck me too, dude.
We all want to.
Go join late, wasn't sure what topic. Yeah, we were just bullshitting about whatever, Mark. He's just gonna sit and watch us on this, probably so he can watch something else. But that's okay.
Yeah, what?
You know,
some links.
He's saying make room for somebody else, so that's cool, Mark. No problem, buddy. So anyone who wants to come on.
Yo, I'm coming back later.
All right, buddy.
Yo, see ya.
Bye.
Peace out. You ever live next to a nightclub, like really close to a nightclub, and then see their spotlights shine in the sky, dance around for spotlights? And
Yeah.
go,
You know how many people get fooled into thinking those are UFOs? You ever see those videos?
Dude.
Right?
Yeah, I did.
They are.
I was like, oh
People
shit.
get fooled all the time by it. They're like, oh my God, look at that. That's amazing. What the fuck is that, man? Oh shit. It's like, dude, it's spotlights, dude.
Yep. I realized it within 5 seconds watching the pattern.
Right? You know, and that's
But I showed it to other people, and they're like, wow, that is weird. Because people want to believe, though. They want to see it. Like, people in general, whether they believe in UFOs or not, they want to see this. They want to believe. Everybody does.
They're biomorphic.
Mm-hmm.
They're real. It's not a spotlight. It's a biomorphic alien craft.
Right?
Yeah.
These are also the people who... Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
These are also the people who subscribe to IUFO sightings.
Oh, that channel.
That's the worst.
I mean,
you know, I did a great debunk on that fucking channel, and I had to.
I love that channel.
Yeah.
All you gotta do to debunk, all you gotta do to debunk his videos is play them. Fuck.
Yeah, just play.
That's some quality UFO.
Kyle,
They debunk
can we hear your
themselves.
ringtone on your phone?
I have no phone, dude. I don't know if you noticed.
Okay. In the Scott C. Waring video that you released tonight, the ringtone is my ringtone, man. It's my ringtone. I never met anybody
in that video.
Dude, I never met anybody that had that ringtone. I know there's a phone going off at the 10-minute and 25-second mark of that video. A ringtone goes off on an iPhone, and it's my ringtone. I got that ringtone.
Okay, I'm gonna find out right now, dude. Okay, because I'm right on the video, and you said 10 minutes and 25 seconds. Let's find out.
10 minutes, 25 seconds. You'll hear it. It goes woo.
All right, hang on.
Like it's All
right, be quiet,
everybody. That Asian Scully is calling me every time my phone rings.
Dipshit.
Now, above all, the UFO speed and directional changes remain the most interesting.
There it is.
It's the bottom of the balloon. That's your tie.
Hear it?
Spheres and orbits around the top of the UFO. Vanishes.
Dark sphere orbits around it.
Watch it zip by, disappear. Slow it down, scale it up.
Slow down, scale it up.
Third shot, super zoom.
Hang on, it's coming up.
There it goes.
Oh, release the chrome.
Make it even bigger.
Got it. Tracking the
Combined
line.
with the gray filter.
Analyze.
Did you rewind? Because I already heard it.
No, it's not it. Yeah, it's the fucking bottom of a balloon. Okay, that is not my ringtone. That is actually part of the video that I'm commenting on. That is the soundtrack to. So that's actually just music to soundtrack that I am commenting on. That's not.
Dude, that's my ringtone on my phone.
That's the ringtone to your phone. That's fucking hilarious, dude. Yeah, no, that's
people Asian Scully's calling me.
Yeah, it's part of the video, dude. You know, which you know, I had to get rid of that video out of fucking safety reasons to keep UFO proof going. I thought my shit was about to get fucking shut down. But I am gonna put those videos and all my old videos that I had to take down. I'm gonna put those back up so everyone gets to see original UFO proof and see why I had, you know, why I got so many people to fucking, you know, subscribe to me in the first place. You know, it's because of that shit from the beginning. That's how I got like people like Tony, who's been with the channel since he was fucking. I think he was like my 40th subscriber or something. I think he was number 40, and he's still with the fucking channel, still going strong and shit, dude. You know, it's because of those fucking videos, man. Yeah, those.
Do your strikes stick with you, or do they go away after like a X amount of time?
Yeah, they go away after about 6 months, man, or 3 months. They go away after 3 months. Yeah, so fucking but you got to be straight, like, you know. We probably are just a military secret base for their race. I'm guessing most of them are controlled cameras that just zoom about. They are studying us. Oh, that could be, absolutely. You know, that's what, and the net TY is saying, Smoky Pot saying, we probably are just a military secret base for their race. It's possible.
For whose race?
For their race of aliens. You know.
But what race though, man? There's millions. Like
yeah, you know, you gotta assume that there's gotta be millions of races, and you gotta assume that, you know, that traveling between, you know, galaxies or traveling between planets, that one, okay, you're not sending people on vacation. You know, you're sending your astronauts, you're sending your scientists and your people who are, you know, it's probably not just an everyday hangout. So these aliens, I'm talking like in the alien civilization, the people who are going on these trips or whatever, they're probably like a big deal on their planet. They're probably like, this is like we have to invest a lot of energy into sending you guys, you know. So they're not just gonna send your every Joe blow smoke fucking alien who's like a fucking you know.
Yeah, like
it could be the other way around too, though.
It
could be so easy and so commonplace for them to travel like that and visit things. It might be
perhaps
like us going to the fucking movies, you know.
That's
what I
would think. But perhaps the problem is that because of the energy involved, that there's, you know, there's probably maybe there's something bad that can happen. Perhaps
it's
when
a trust issue,
traveling like that, like they could,
issue,
maybe it's very dangerous to travel like that, and so, you know, you're simply not able to, you know, maybe there's something preventing that from happening. And this is why, maybe this is why we don't see them like everywhere like we would think, you know, because
you ever wonder why only certain people get abducted, and then we call them the crazy people, the ones that are like lunatics, the ones that get abducted.
Yeah, but a lot of them are.
Why is it certain people get abducted? Because they have a gene in them, man. It's straight up. They have a gene in them.
I think that could be true. You know,
100%.
follow
I
up
met normal as shit people. Politicians,
you know,
everything that got abducted, man. Like, I personally, I'm not a normal individual. Like, I'm a lunatic, man. I drink heavily. I lived a pretty fucked up life, man, and it's because of my experiences, and I still have them. And I let that shit get to me. Like, I affect my reality that I live in here because of these experiences. But I met people that just brush it off, that are too scared to even talk about it. And I know from personal experience,
you know,
these people
we
are
just
actually
had a
having
guy on the other day,
and they're straight up normal teachers.
You know,
and shit.
did
Like,
you see
normal.
the guy Norway by Night?
No.
He's been having experiences since he was a kid, and he had them with his brother and shit like that. And he's like, oh, it's completely normal now. Like, he almost, like, to the point where he's like, you know, I kind of love him, you know, and like he likes that it happens to him and stuff like that. Hey, Sebastian, what are your thoughts on that, buddy? Do you think that
Stockholm syndrome.
aliens follow family lineages at all?
What's that?
Sebastian?
What, please? I didn't catch that.
Do you think that aliens, like these abductees, that these aliens may follow like family genetics, like the lineage? They might like abduct people throughout a family's lineage, their whole generations of you know,
No,
ancestors.
absolutely not. No.
Absolutely
I think they're just taking some specimen like we do with animals. I don't think it has to do with family trees or something like that.
Yeah. You know, because it does seem so like random that that's a possibility. It also does seem that you do hear a lot of stories of people who have family members who are also abducted, you know. You know, I could see it either way. You know? Yeah, in a way though. I could see it both being
like how the Queen is a reptilian.
What's up?
Like how the
Yeah,
Queen Elizabeth in Canada,
reptilian.
she's a straight up reptilian.
Like David, what's his name?
Dude,
David,
I was in the military in Canada. I had to salute this girl. Kyle? I was in the military in Canada. I had to salute the Queen's picture, man. Every day before I ate supper, I had to take off my beret in the military.
Oh, that's right. You're Canadian.
Salute the Queen's picture, bro.
That's right.
The more and more I looked at her picture, the more and more I started to think, what if reptilians are real, though? And then I quit the military. Because then I started to realize, well, these motherfuckers, I was in Quebec.
Where were you stationed
Saint-Jean, Quebec. Saint-Jean, Quebec.
I was born and raised in Canada, did Canadian forces. Moved
really? Where were you at? Where were you in?
I was out of Petawawa, man.
Petawawa, that's where Dad was, bro. That's yeah, that shit. He said that place sucked dick.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
But hey, man, it's cool.
Terrible, dude.
Yeah.
That's just
Quebec was alright, but they had 8 suicides in the base in Quebec. They put me in charge of suicide watch. So I was like on 48-hour shifts where I had to watch people that wanted to commit suicide, shit, sleep, eat, breathe, whatever.
You gotta take their laces, make them wear the safety vest, all that shit.
God.
At the end of the day, I wanted to tie the noose, man, and give it to them.
Yeah, let me help you out.
I'm joking. Yeah, straight up.
What kind of
straight up?
fucked up
I have
military does
I have
Canada
no
have
remorse for suicidal
to have
people, man.
fucking suicide watch on their own soldiers, dude?
I had a lot of friends kill themselves. I have zero remorse for suicidal people. I know these people come back and they're messed up, but there's some people that fake the shit too, right?
You want to know who's
sometimes.
messed up?
I'd be the NCOIC on staff duty, man, and have to fucking work a detail fucking for that to watch fucking guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what I'm
You
talking
want to
about.
know who has a bad in the American military? Fucking drone operators. They kill themselves more than the pilots do. Before, it used to be all Air Force pilots, and they have to go through special training to not commit suicide and shit. They're like, please don't kill yourselves. And then the drone pilots, they're even worse, dude. They kill themselves like fucking, like you would not believe, like fucking like 1 in 5 or so, or like 1 in 10, like fucking blow their fucking brains out, dude.
They see everything, bro. They see everything.
It takes a special kind of person to do that job.
Yeah, dude.
The thing with military and suicide and shit, you know, you're a fighter pilot, right? You're killing people, man. You don't even really see them. You know what I mean?
A video game, bro.
And drone pilots is a video game. Now imagine guys like me who are like infantry and shit, man. That's face to face, bro.
Yeah, you're on the ground.
That's face to face. You're right.
I
on
was
the
armored artillery, right? I was a zipper.
People about to kill you too, you know. Then it feels like it's equal, and you're like, okay, if I didn't kill him, he was going to kill me. But when you're flying a drone from 1,000 miles away and you're blowing up a bunch of people, you're like, these people don't have a chance against me. Even if they shot my drone,
video game, yeah.
Contact was a sniper.
It's a real-time video game.
Yeah, even a sniper is putting himself in danger. If he gets fucking found out, they're gonna launch a mortar on his ass. You know?
Everybody knows it's been in the military. We all hate the Air Force.
You know?
All of us do.
It's funny because
fucking smart.
Lewis in Washington, right? You got Joint Base Lewis McChord, right? So it's half an Air Force base and half an Army base. And we'd go there like to skip like PT in the morning. Sometimes we'd go out and do PT breakfast, you know, go out to IHOP or whatever. And so we off and we drive through the Air Force side, and the grass is so green and nice. Nobody's out doing PT. You don't see anybody out doing PT in the morning. You drive on the Army side, the grass is all fucking killed, you know, and spotchy and shit. And there's guys out fucking doing PT, man, from fucking 6 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock in the morning, man. It's just that's all you see is everybody outside.
Super different though. The branches are super different compared to their training and everything. I mean, you guys know that, especially if you were enlisted man.
So
I was infantry, man. So
my friend Snooch is saying the largest drone pilot base is practically in my backyard. That's fucked up, dude.
A drone pilot base?
And then Coke Man is saying, "Hey Kyle, just talking to my mate on the phone. Good show, man. Fucking rock and roll." And our boy Alex is our fucking partner here, saying, "As much as I have been involved reading and studying, investigating, I have never had a dream that involved UFOs." Really?
That's unfortunate.
I've had so many dreams about UFOs. That's crazy, dude. Hang on. What's that name? Darcia Saricia?
I kind of like that statement though.
Darcide? I don't know how to say your name. They're saying I saw a UFO like 2 months ago. It was a trip. I saw sparkle shit, and then it slowly appeared. I took video with my phone. I've been physically fucked off ever since. Whoa, are you serious? Hey, can you send us that video?
Yeah.
Here,
send that video in.
I want to see this video, dude. That sounds cool. Let me give you my email address. Hang on.
I threw some links up in the live chat for
I forget about the fucking YouTube live chat, man, when we're on here.
And that's the problem. I used to always do that all the time. I would always forget about the YouTube live chat, and I would forget about everyone on there.
Yeah, go in there. People got videos this year and shit, man.
I make it a point to try to fucking go back and make sure I check all the comments. It's kind of hard because I'm talking with everybody here, so I get sucked into it. But I always try to make it.
I'll start running a second platform in the background so I can see it, because like when I'm using my phone, that's all I get is the Hangouts. Well, I get YouTube too, but not at the same time.
One UFO for.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I'm using my phone now. I could have easily been watching.
I could split screen my phone though and run them both. I guess.
What?
Yeah, there's my address, man. Can you send that to me? I would love to see. I'll share it with everybody, man.
Yeah, that'd be badass.
You never had a wet dream involving
Kyle? Has Nick been on in a while, Kyle?
No, I haven't fucking talked to Nick since he almost got me arrested, that son of a bitch.
Really? I talked to him 2 weeks ago, man. Me and him all night long. When I tried to call him.
Yeah, no, I just went up and saw Nick about fucking 2 weeks ago, dude. Yeah, so like fucking, but I haven't talked to him since then. Yeah.
He said he was coming to Canada, man. I said, well, I'm here.
Hey,
I gave him my number after he saw the wreck that I am, and you know how crazy Nick is. Once he saw me, he was like, I don't think I want to do this motherfucker anymore.
Yeah, Nick's crazy as fuck. Nick's a little guy.
You know how crazy Nick is.
Know
that you don't want to fuck with me then.
But Nick is a tiny dude.
Have any of you guys
it's the tiny ones you gotta watch out for.
I'll give Nick
have any of you experienced anything with DMT?
I think Nick thinks I'm going to eat him.
Yeah, I know. I have done DMT, but I've never had any kind of crazy fucking ayahuasca trip or anything like that. You know, I've done DMT, but I was
frog venom ayahuasca.
But I thought acid was much better.
I'll book a trip right now for Christmas. Me and you, we're going to Peru.
I think it depends on the legitness of the DMT you get, man.
Yeah, like, the DMT I think what I had was fucking kind of boo boo.
Yeah.
The ayahuasca.
For,
I've been really wanting to try
DMT
it.
is just a really wanting to try it. It's just a rip-off for Western society.
I want to do the whole ayahuasca trip, you know, and have a shaman make the drink for me, and then I want to start shitting my pants and puking and shit, and then fucking go into a crazy fucking trip, dude. I want to.
So you saw the Nat Geo special?
I want to do the legit DMT first, man, to get that big shotgun blast and only like for 10, 15 minutes. But then, like, once I know about that and what it is exactly, then I'll do the fucking 4-6 hour ayahuasca fucking ride.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure it's like a 24-hour ayahuasca trip, dude. Like,
actually, no, it's like they say it's like 4 to 8 hours,
minutes,
man.
it feels 24.
It rocks your nuts.
Fuck yeah.
No, I'm talking about
the frog venom in you first.
Like everything I've heard from Graham Hancock on the subject, he says it's like a 6 to 8 hour intense fucking you're in another world, you know. Same with Terrence McKenna, that's what he says.
I love Graham Hancock.
You know, it comes on, you know what I mean? The ayahuasca comes on and you get further and further and then boom, you know, for fucking whatever, 6 to 8 hours.
I like
but the DMT is instant.
I like to think that could actually help you communicate with UFOs. Like, or just think for a second, is it possible that a drug might be able to cause you to experience another sense that you simply don't use every day? Okay, so we have our well, say we have sight, smell, touch, you know, all that good shit. But what if there's another sense that we don't actually use? Like we have it, but we don't actually use it. And so it's
exactly what it is.
We definitely
other regions
to open up.
We definitely do.
That's exactly what it is, though, Kyle, because the pineal gland, man, produces that dimethyltryptamine naturally in the body. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, so it is, man. It is. It's a gateway, dude, to like
some people that know how to do it through meditation. They don't need the
alternate universe, different entities. And people say they refer to them as entities, man. They refer to these people and things.
Damien, what do you think?
I'm not so sure.
You don't think so? Yeah, no, it's fine, dude. You gotta have different opinions on here.
In my opinion, governments and things, I think they don't even know much more than we do. I think they can't control it anyways. They don't follow rules, and I think.
Are you talking about DMT? Because that's what we were all talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We're thinking, like, do you think that there's a possibility that you could take a drug that would, in fact, give you an ability to be maybe more telepathic in a sense? You get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I didn't understand that. I didn't know what DMT is.
Or allow your brain to be a receiver to an alternate
something
reality.
like that. Like maybe a drug couldn't, like, because you can take drugs that can enhance your sight, enhance your smelling and hearing and shit like that. Not by a lot, but by a little bit, you know. So
crank.
that could just by a little bit enhance maybe a telepathic. But wait for you to receive some kind of information that you don't actually receive on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, this I absolutely believe, because I also think that the people you're surrounded with and everything is affecting each other more than we think, and I think we would be able to feel this kind of, how can I say that, aura or something like that.
Vibrational.
Sorry?
Yeah, to resonate on a different frequency, interact with different entities.
Exactly. And I think a drug could enforce that, sure.
Sebastian, what are your thoughts?
I absolutely think you can activate regions in your brain you normally do not use. That's a fact, I think.
You think the drugs that there could be some kind of chemical
drug can do that? Yes, of course.
Dude, absolutely.
I think so.
Have you seen that?
Your thoughts?
Have you seen that video where they give that dude LSD and then put him in a CAT scan to scan his brain?
Yes, I have, but it's been a long time since I did see that. But yes, I did see it. I saw
his brain lights up like a Christmas tree, dude. Like everything is firing all at once, and the guy, the way he puts it, it's like. It's your brain, your left part of your brain or whatever, talking to the other side, which it hasn't talked to in, 30 years or whatever. So it's crazy.
See, so No, what about let's get some opinions on YouTube real quick. So Ergo My Eyes, Smoky Pot. Hey Franco, how you doing, buddy? Mark, you guys, Snooch, Cooper, what do you guys think? You guys think that these that there is drugs that can open up your mind to, you know, being able to maybe possibly communicate telepathically, whether with people or with, you know, extraterrestrials? You know, is that a possibility? Do you guys? I want to get your guys' thoughts on that. You know, so just go ahead and write it out in the comment section, and I will read it out to everybody. That's who's blessing. It's a methyl
dimethyltryptamine
and adhere to or is used by the brain to create euphoria during trauma. Well, Smoky Pot saying EM energy. Blank's just straight up saying yes. He believes that, yes. Puts our minds in higher vibrations. I had DMT 3 weeks ago. Oh, you son of a bitch, and you didn't send me any. You fucking suck.
I'm jealous, man. I'd like to find some.
Border Riviera. Do you believe that that's possible, though? Yes, it changes the. He's coming from MTY. Cooper is saying, people are so worried with everyday life, we forget the little things. We are concerned with bills, politics, and all this bullshit going on around the world, TV, computers. So do you believe in it's possible or not, Alex? What do you think? I want to get you guys' thoughts on that. Snooch, Mark, what do you guys think? Everybody on here. Me, yes, 2 years ago, DMT. DMT is created for a gland. I suppose, Tony is saying, I suppose it's possible, but I'd rather be dead straight if I was going to talk with aliens. Yeah, me too. I would agree. I would rather be dead straight, but if it's a possibility, if it's the only way that's going to open up this gland, or you know, if it's going to activate some kind of chemical reaction, a response, or a way for you to receive information, you know, maybe it's the only way. Well, then fuck it. That's the only way, dude. Devices where you can watch.
Check this out.
Meditate every day and night.
What about the thing, like people have reported, like aliens, like when they're like say abducted or whatever, that they find that these aliens have like a hive mentality brain type of deal.
I think it's
they
really
actually got to dumb themselves down to be able to communicate to us. You know what I mean?
You know what? Think about this, guys. Sergeant Shield has brought up an excellent point. Now, how would you dumb yourself down to the point where you're able to talk to a dog?
Exactly.
You know, how would you do that? We couldn't really do that. But what we can do is we can, to a dog, through certain words and through training, the dog does understand us. But usually the dog doesn't understand our words so much as the dog understands our emotions. We emotionally communicate with the animal, and it picks up on them. So I think, you know, at the same time, maybe it's more like that with these extraterrestrials, where we don't necessarily communicate with them via language as we do emotions. And it's something that's more universal being picked up on, because it's like they might not be able to communicate with us. Like we can't communicate with a dog, but the dog can understand how we feel about something, and we can understand how the dog feels about something. We can tell if it likes it or hates it. They can tell if we like something or hate something. And maybe it's the same way. I'm just throwing that out there, that, you know, is that a possibility on the way to communicate with extraterrestrials? And it's more on a feeling level than it is actual communication with them. I believe we have the possibility in ourselves. We can do telepathy and stuff with our body. I'm gonna have to agree with you, Smoky Pot. That I don't see why not anyway. I didn't hear, but if Blank says yes, then I agree. Shut up, Mark. You don't even know the question. It looks like Snooch lost his signal. He's running on mobile, and he lost his signal for a few. Snooch, we're talking about using different drugs to actually communicate with extraterrestrials. We're wondering, is it possible that there is a chemical out there that could react to some of your neurotransmitters that would allow you to receive some kind of signal or information that you don't normally use, that you couldn't normally receive, you know? Like take for instance how a pregnant woman, pregnant women can smell 10 times better, they can see 10 times better, they can hear 10 times better than a woman who's not pregnant, or just a man, you know. And this is because in nature, being pregnant, they have to have their senses have to be enhanced in order for them to survive. Because they're pregnant, they have to eat for 2, so they have to make sure they're able to catch their food and shit like that. And because of evolution, it's given them this ability that when women are pregnant, they see better, they hear better, they smell better, all this shit, and it's just something that naturally happens. So we know that these senses can be enhanced. So is there a sense that could be enhanced via chemical that we could, in fact, communicate with extraterrestrials? All of us on here so far have agreed, yes, it's definitely possible. You know, I mean, I say it, Sebastian, Sergeant Schill, you know, Scott, Reality Shift, Orchestrated Madness, Damon, we all agree that this is definitely a possibility, at least. For
Definitely.
It to,
I also think our senses were much better a few hundred or 1,000 years ago. So I think we lost them.
Yeah, that's what I also think. We do not have the sense anymore.
Yeah, you know. I wonder if that did happen. I mean, did we lose this sense? I mean, maybe, or is it just dormant? And is it something that maybe it will evolve in time? Say 1,000 years, we'll be able to use it. So right now, it's just like barely being used. Or is it like an appendix where it used to be used all the time and now it's completely useless? And the only thing it does is fucking cause us heartache, and we have to fucking rip this shit out before it explodes, you know? Which one do you guys think? You think it's, you know, it's at the end of its cycle or it's at the beginning of its cycle? I like to think the beginning.
It's inside us. We don't know how to activate it. Drug, maybe that's a way.
And maybe the drug will activate.
Maybe that's a way, yes. It's sleeping inside us.
You know, like it's just a little, it's like it's not grown yet. In 1,000 years, it'll grow big enough to the point, this gland will grow to the point where we can actually use it. But until right now, you know, unless you use some kind of chemical to enhance it, the gland or the neurotransmitter just simply doesn't work properly, you know?
Or it was bigger at one time and it's shrunken over time because we haven't used it.
You know? And it could be, and I would hate that because that means eventually we're going to lose it. I would like to think of it as the other way, is like eventually we're going to have it, but God, you know, knowing our luck, we probably are losing it, you know? Did the aliens change our DNA so we lost the ability, or did the chemicals in our food and water do it to us? Did the sun move? Did it the world tilt? The world is full of questions. Yes, it did. Those are all like Graham Hancock questions. Those are all like fingerprint of the God questions, you know? Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was a good
oh, it's a great book, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fingerprints of the Gods, man. That was great. Oh, did you guys ever read War God by Graham Hancock? It's actually a fictional book, but he put a bunch of factual information in there, and so he did this real cool story about this war god from the Mesoamerican times, you know, and Peru and South America. It's really good, man. I actually haven't finished it. I own the book. I haven't finished it, man. But so far, it's fucking really good, dude. Women cycle, or do aliens get their periods? Right. Your third eye is not used enough, so it dwindles. Exactly. If you don't use it, it's gonna create atrophy. You know, and so any muscle you don't use enough is gonna go atrophied and just become useless. If you just lay in the bed all day, you fucking your legs ain't gonna work anymore. You know, so it's like maybe something like that did happen. Girls nowadays develop much younger than they used to. Well, thank you for that basically useless information, but that's fine.
just
you know.
Just by the way, I got
fucking true, bro.
I got the link ready of the thing I saw many years ago, and I'll send it now into the
chat. Can you send it to me or share it with everyone? Can you share your screen or what? I don't know if you can do that on mobile.
No, I'm on the laptop, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Can I do it like that? Does this work? I don't know.
Let's see. You won't be able to post the links in the comment on YouTube, but you could send it to me on Google Hangouts.
Okay. Because my Hangout's on the phone.
Oh, well, not this Hangout. So I'm talking about the regular app for Hangouts. You know. Do you have me on there?
Sorry.
Oh, do you have me on the regular app, the regular Hangout app?
Yeah, I'm on the app now.
Okay, if you're on the app, let me see where you're. I don't see you on here. Go find me on the regular app and then send it to me that way.
Okay. Okay.
Did you see those links I threw up? Did they work?
What links? No, I didn't check. Let me see.
I don't know. It's been a minute since I threw one up, but I threw up like 4.
Hang on, let me find out. Okay, I think I see them. Let me see. Oh yeah, okay, I see. I'm seeing them. Oh yeah, 5 messages. Here we go.
So,
all right.
Tim.
Wait, what link? I don't see any links. No. There are no links up here, buddy.
Oh no, shit.
No, yeah.
Because it keeps saying, "Oops, remove any web addresses and try again."
Oh yeah, it's not letting you send the links. That's why. What a fuck. That's fucking shit.
Yeah, it worked.
Oh wait, okay, there we go. I got Damien's message. There you are. I got it. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Me too.
All right, you guys. Let me share my screen real quick, and we're gonna discuss this video. Let's see here real quick. Hang on.
Very good.
Let me check this out. Okay, so get this back up in here. I'll put me full screen.
Get video from meat spinners.
And then, so here's my whole screen. Bam, sharing that. Shutting that down. Wow. Here we go. Let's skip this damn commercial.
Take only a matter of minutes. Forget about the time-consuming
All right,
process.
boom. All right, so here's the video Damien wanted to share with us. Look at this.
My God.
Yeah, that's just really the best recording I've found that looks similar.
Now it does appear to be moving in the sky.
Yeah,
It seems
sometimes
like
you can see it clearly. Yeah, in the beginning it's not so good. Yeah, then suddenly you can see it.
The curve
Was it going back
of
in
light.
the other direction? You guys seen this?
9.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's doing this weird like left-right turns very quick. It's really
Oh man, I'm gonna put this on a video today. This is excellent. I like this.
I wish I had a camera back then.
Oh fuck yeah, you better believe it, man.
My God, if I had a camera back in the day.
Yeah.
Shit, tell me about it. Now, see, why do they zoom in like this? Oh, the only thing we're seeing is the fucking the shutter fucking frame, or that's like this shit's totally out of focus.
Yeah, I commented on him and told him to not zoom in.
Yeah, well, when they zoom in, they see that diamond shape from
Yeah,
the fucking.
that's not the true shape.
The lens's diaphragm.
But
yeah,
but he zooms out
but a
later,
lot
and
of
then you
people
can see
see
it better.
that and they think, "Oh fuck, I'm getting the ship." You know, it's
Yeah.
the fucking
Yeah,
like you
no,
said, the
you're
lens
not.
diaphragm.
It's just it's the diaphragm, or whatever the fuck it's called, dude. But
Yeah.
this is still. I'm not gonna. I don't want to take away from the video because the video is fucking very excellent. I like this. In fact, I'm gonna put a video out on this later. This is fucking fantastic.
I can't really
Yeah.
see it too clearly, but is there any possibility of being like Venus or something?
No, this thing
Oh,
is moving, dude.
Yeah, it's
Moving?
really moving.
I couldn't really tell from how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it's kind of laggy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
okay, because I got a bunch of shit running on here. Just we'll check it out later because I'm gonna do a video on this. This is excellent.
Cool.
Let me see this
Cool,
shit.
nice.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
good
looking
catch,
forward to that. That'll be good.
Damien.
That'll be good.
Sorry?
It was hard to tell for me, at least, anyway, if it was in
Yeah.
motion or what.
Yeah, no, it was an excellent video. I will put out a video on it later because that was fucking awesome, dude.
Nice.
Did you forget about that Kira UFO incident that I told you about?
The which one?
Obviously.
The Kira UFO incident where those kids found that fucking ship and they kept catching it and doing weird shit.
Oh yeah, that was fucking cool, dude. That was a cool story, man.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
said
that
you were
was
going to do a video.
Yeah, I was gonna do a video on it. I actually got distracted on some other videos, but yeah, because I was comparing it to that one video where the guys found the one sphere and fucking shit, you know, and but yeah, God, I need to go back over that. That was a really good one too. Interesting story.
What's the story in a nutshell?
But well, Orchestra, do you want to tell them what it was, or you want me?
All right. It's up to you, bro. I could do it if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, these kids, or there was one kid one day walking home, and he ended up like seeing basically like a small metallic sphere, or like a ship sitting in a field, or maybe it was hovering. I don't quite remember, but anyways, it scared the shit out of him, so he ran away. But then, you know, he went and told all his friends, and they all came back, and you know, they're all bullshit, you know, oh, you didn't see shit, da-da-da. Well, sure enough, that fucking thing comes back like 45 minutes later, so they all see it, trip out, run away, and then, like, they keep doing this over and over again, but then they get pretty bold, and they actually, like, find ways to capture it, because it would actually land and, like, sit on the ground and shit, and, I guess its kryptonite was, like, it was actually pretty small. It was, I'd say, more over like a probe size something, or kind of like a drone or some shit, you know, because it wasn't very large at all.
Shape or saucer shape? What kind of shape did it have?
Yeah, I'd say probably like a saucer, more over not classic saucer, more like a acorn.
Football, dude, right?
A what?
But like saucer / football kind of a shape, dude.
Yeah, it was awkward. But anyways, them kids, so like I said, you know, they ended up finding out that if you threw water on this thing, that it would fuck it all up. It would trip out, and they were able to catch it. But every time they would take it home and like put it under lock and key and shit, the next morning when they go to grab it, it'd be gone. So, you know, it was basically like teleporting through the night or some shit, because they would lock that fucking thing down. And these kids were smart kids. They were not dumb. They were doing, you know, they do their measurements. They'd freaking, they did all kinds of scientific shit to it.
Were they Chinese or?
Yeah, they were some Asian ethnicity or something.
You know how they are with math, okay? Let's just be racist for 1 minute and say, these guys know their math, all right?
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, that's,
you know.
She is really good at math then.
But still, yeah, so there was it was an interesting story. And there's actually another story with another UFO incident that is kind of similar. And I was supposed to do a video on it, and I got kind of distracted with some other shit, and I forgot to do it. But I think I'm gonna have to get back on and do that again, because it was a really interesting story, man.
Yeah, it sounds really interesting. So it's very similar. Well, similar. You could draw comparisons to this story to that family that found that orb in Florida way back when.
Similar.
It's saying right on. I am going to try after my UFO encounter. I have a need to make contact. Let me tell you something. That need to make contact will drive you fucking crazy, and you're going to have to because it won't ever go away. But let me give you a warning, okay? Because the same thing happened to me, so I want to give you some advice, man. Don't go off the deep end. You got to be able to hold yourself back and say, what am I looking at now? Because you will go off the edge and start saying that, oh, this balloon is a UFO. That airplane, it's a UFO. That planet is a UFO. Everything becomes a UFO. And you got to be able to hold yourself back and say, no, okay, I was wrong. I wanted to believe so bad that I lied to myself, and I did it to myself. And it was so hard for me to admit that I was wrong. But when I did, then my eyes opened up and I could see the truth, you know. But until you're able to do that, you know, fucking don't let yourself go over the edge, because it will fuck with you bad, dude. And then the thing is if you start believing into all that shit, you start missing the truth, and you start focusing in on the bullshit and the shit that's not true, because you're so drawn into it that all of a sudden, you know, all this whole magical world opens up for you. And while you're focused on this airplane that's not a UFO, you're missing the UFO that's right behind you, you know? So you have to go and fucking make that contact. You're gonna have to go out there and look for them, and you'll see them, and you'll get to have your fucking your encounter with them. But you gotta be able to hold yourself back, or you'll miss it, you know? And that's where I almost fucked up, and I almost lost it all by giving into my fucking fantasies and not taking the seriousness of it, you know, which is, you know, you're looking at something from who knows where, another world, another dimension, who knows where, but it ain't from Earth. And it's so amazing that it just, you know, your mind opens up and it's like it becomes so open, your brains want to fall out, you know. You don't go off the deep end, man. You know,
have to be objective.
Don't go off.
You
I
gotta
almost
take that.
hit up on UFO proof. That's fucking right, man, you know.
Got to be objective, and you got to try and prove it as not being
exactly. You know, you want to try to fucking prove what it is first and say, can I prove that it's this, that it's that? And then when you have no other options, then you can say, yes, it's a UFO, you know. But until then, you know, because if you don't do that and you let yourself go off the deep end, you'll miss your chance to fucking to have your context and to see them, dude. And you just don't want to do that.
Even if it's the most
what other
I've ever seen.
explanation?
Your story online, Kylie. Yes, actually, Mark, I've already put that video up online. If you haven't seen it, here, I'll get you the link for it. I've kind of been doing it. My wife is thinking I'm nuts, but good advice, bro. I want the real good proof where I'm not scared and nervous. Yes, exactly, man. Fucking, and you know, just like Tony's saying right there, you're so close to going off the deep end, man. But if you're smart and if you're willing to, if you're really wanting the truth and you're willing to hold yourself back and admit that you're wrong about shit, you know, which is so fucking hard. You guys have no idea how hard it is to say to yourself, I'm fucking wrong, man. It's like the most heartbreaking thing. It's seriously, it's like your girlfriend's leaving you. It's so heartbreaking. You just don't want to do it. But when you do it, that's when you can actually see the truth and you can actually discover what's fucking happening, you know?
How come you don't do that with smoking, Kyle?
What's up?
Get on the vape with me, baby. Smoking's wrong.
Oh shit, fuck, okay, my dog's fucking whining. I'm having some issues with my little puppy dog, dude. Like she's yiping every time you touch her and shit, dude. And I don't know what's wrong with her, man, but I gotta take her to the vet today, man. But I gotta get off her. I gotta go check on her because she's whining, man. But thank you guys for fucking coming and joining me today, man. And you know,
thank you, man.
Yeah, dude. And make sure you send me that video to my email address, all right? On Kylie Jenner. That's funny. Make sure, and don't forget, you guys, you can go and hit my subscribe button and hit the little bell on my channel so you get notified every time we do these hangouts. Make sure you go and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and show your love and all that good shit. And join us next time. And I will be picking out a panel to do some analysis of the video. So for you guys, you know, I will be hitting you up and we'll all get into contact and we're going to do that. So it'll be awesome. And I will have another video out today, the video that Damien was showing us, dude. So Damien, thank you for that. Orchestrated Madness, Sebastian, Sergeant Shill, Scott, thank you guys for jumping on here with us today. And then everyone in the chats, you know, Tony, Alex, of course, Mark, Snooch, my fucking man, all you guys, thank you guys for fucking joining us as always. And I will see you guys later, all right? UFO proof, out.
Later, man.
Gracias, señora Eloa.
Hey guys, bye bye.